Lounge operating service provider Dreamfolks has cracked in trade over the last two trading sessions. Stock is down almost 10%. Now, important key triggers which are impacting the stock. This includes tie-ups with ICICI and ICICI Axis Bank. Certain programs, they have been shut from July 1st itself, and the company in its press release itself that stated that this impact is going to be material in nature. Now, of course, the upcoming IPO is also coming. Travel, food and services, mind you, they also have a lounge business, and we compared the financials which were actually towards the travel food side. The performance has been much better, but except for Dreamfolks over here in the trading counters also we saw HNI selling very active and volumes also picking up in the last two trading days. Now the question is Dreamfolks losing its moat when it had actually come for its IPO? The story was the airport growth, the credit card growth, but now the lounge business that is dependent on the relations with banks, and recently we have seen banks rolling back freebies like lounge access as well. Now interestingly, airport operators have also come into the scene where they are giving direct lounge access right through the app, so you do not need an intermediary to actually go about and access a lounge. So of course that questions the entire business model and the moat of Dreamfolks as well. Now stock tracker, if you look at it, last two trading sessions it was down 10%, but this has been a significant wealth erosion for shareholders. 1 year we see 55% fall in the stock, and this year itself the number is also big, 45 odd %. Now let's look at the financials, how it has actually moved. We have taken last 2 quarters in our analysis. Over here we have seen dip in both revenue as well as PAT going ahead, and of course some material nature impact can be seen in the coming quarters as well, since they are losing contracts from banks in certain programs as well. Now let's look at the shareholding pattern changes, and interestingly only one mutual fund house is there, that's Motilal Oswal Fund, and see the amount of sell-off which they have done. They held almost 7% stake in the company in December last year ending, and in the March quarter itself they have offloaded more than 4% stake. Of course the June numbers are expected to be updated in the coming days, and we'll see whether their holding is there or it's less or it's a complete exit. So that is something which we'll be watching out for. But in question is Dreamfolks, is actually the dream really over? That's the question which the investors and the ecosystem is asking.